And good evening, White County. Don Strength back in here with you from the White County Office of Emergency Management as we continue to monitor the situation across White County and the weather that is moving in. And I'm here to report to you that freezing rain has now begun in White County. The CAD effect, which a lot of folks have learned about that in the last couple of days, is in full swing now across Georgia and across Northeast Georgia in particular, and White County specifically. And that is when we have that cold air coming down from the Northeast right along the back edge of the Appalachian Mountains. And then we have that moisture coming up off of the Gulf of Mexico from the Southwest. And where those two combine, we're getting frozen precipitation. We're seeing reports of sleet as far south as Atlanta at this hour. And if you're here in White County, our temperature is right at 30 degrees and the wet bulb is about 28 degrees. So that means the temperature will come and meet the wet bulb at about 28. And in that, within a degree or two of that, then the rain will start to freeze. And I can report to you that we're already seeing a glaze of ice on the cold surfaces outside of our office here at the White County Complex on Helen Highway, just north of downtown Cleveland. We have a glaze of ice on a wooden picnic table, for instance, just outside in the parking lot here at the Mauney building. We're also noticing ice beginning to accumulate on metal surfaces outside. So that's the first thing that will support frozen precipitation. And then over the next couple of 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, our roadways will start to cool enough, especially bridges and overpasses, to support frozen precipitation. Again, we anticipate this being mostly freezing rain throughout the night, but there could be some periods of sleet mixed in with it. If you look at the radar that we have there on the screen, that is current, and that is showing that frozen precipitation moving into White County from the southwest. It's the heaviest right now is down in the extreme southwest corner of White County, down there where Lumpkin, Hall, and White all come together in the southwest corner of the county. That will continue to move off to the north and northeast and overspread the entire area across White County. So it has started, and we do not anticipate much in the way of slacking off until this is all over with about 2 or 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So slowly but surely, conditions will continue to worsen now across White County. Roadways will be next. Power lines will start to accumulate, and probably sometime mid morning around or mid early morning around 3 or 4 a.m., I would anticipate that we start having some power grid problems across the county. And probably by sunrise tomorrow morning, we are going to be in the height of this thing. So, my information and suggestion to you, if you're not already off the roadways, then you need to get off the roadways immediately. Right now, go home, go to wherever it is you're going to shelter in place and ride out this storm. You do not need to attempt to drive north up into the mountainous areas on 129 or 75 north. We've been below freezing up there now for a couple of hours. So we may already have some icing issues taking place up on the ridge top across the mountain. Now, GDOT and White County Road Department has been working diligently for the last couple of days, pre-treating, which will help us for a while. That'll keep the main roads, the main state roads, and the main county roads. That'll hold them at liquid longer than the secondary streets, the residential streets, and the mountainous roads out in the rural part of the county. Those are going to go first. And then the main roads will hold a little bit longer. And then eventually, if we do get that half inch to 1 inch of ice, everything is going to be a solid frozen block of ice by sunrise tomorrow morning. So stay where you're going to be for the duration of this storm. Do not get out there on the roadways. Do us all a favor and don't put yourself in jeopardy unneedlessly and then tie up emergency services to rescue you. So, a couple of numbers we want to talk about here when it comes to calling 911. What we do not want you to do is call 911 to report that your power is out unless um, you have a life safety situation going on. For instance, a power line falls on the ground, it's still energized, it's causing a fire. Obviously, you call 911 in that situation. If your power just simply goes out, please don't call 911. There's just literally nothing we can do for you. So there you see some numbers on the screen. Our non-emergency number in the 911 center is 865-0911. To reach the White County Emergency Operations Center to talk about sheltering, you can call 706-865-9800. In the case of an emergency, a life-threatening emergency, you simply dial 911. But we don't need you to call the emergency number to report road conditions or to ask about road conditions or to report power outages or ask about power outages. If you're just looking for information, the best idea is to call the 9800 number in our Emergency Operations Center. We'll be glad to answer any questions for you. But please leave the emergency 911 lines available for real emergencies across White County. Please stay home, stay off of the roads. That will make our job much easier as we go throughout this event that has now started to unfold across White County. It's going to be a mess when you wake up tomorrow morning. You're not going to be able to safely drive anywhere. Go ahead and accept that and be safe and stay off the roadways. And we will keep you updated here at White County Public Safety. Thanks for joining us.